Hello my friends, welcome to writing class. In today's class we are going to learn about how you can crack your IELTS speaking with just 3 tips. Okay, if you practice with these 3 tips you are going to pass your IELTS speaking. Okay, you are going to get your 7+ band for this particular tip. Okay, so let's get started. The first and foremost tip I would like to say is about the structure or content. Is about the structure or content. So what I am saying about when it comes to the structure or content, you do not know what exactly it means, right? So let's see what structure and content meant. So with the help of a book we are going to learn what is the structure or content of a particular topic. So for example, if a topic like this, talk about a public transport in your country. For example, if you get any cue card or any task questions regarding your public transport, what you are going to do is about it is about what forms of transport are available, which is the most efficient, what would you change about the public transport in your country. Suppose your cue card questions is this way, what you should see is like, first you have to understand what you are going to talk about. Either you are going to talk about your bus, train, taxi, tram, planes, ferry. Okay, so that is your first content. Okay, so what you are going to say in your speaking, decide first. That's, for example, suppose we are going to say that bus is okay, no problem, it's up to you. And second, buses value for money, frequent, many destinations. So why we use bus? Because we know that when we use the private transport, it costs a lot of money. It goes to many destinations, public transport, and it is a value of money, and it is frequent, and it is, you will get it to most of the places. There are many places you get public transport, and so it is good. Or trains, if you are going to say about the trains, it is cheaper, better network, or punctual, you could say. So these are the content of your your speaking. Okay, first you have to understand, your first tip is about the content. Okay, first tip is about your content, got it? And second is about your so when you get your content, you have to understand, with your content you have to use some vocabulary, right? Or you need to know some words to speak in a appropriate manner. So what comes the second? So there comes the second aspect, it's about your vocabulary. So we will discuss these both aspects, and then we'll move to the speaking part, how you can speak fluently with these 3 tips. So what is our second tip is about the vocabulary. Okay, so this is about the vocabulary. I hope you can read my language. I'm just writing it fast. So when it comes, I am going to read a few things from this book, because I hope you know better than my handwriting, you can read better in this book. That's why I'm saying this. And I'm going to give you a lot and lots of idea regarding the public transport. Okay, because right now we are discussing public transport, so I am saying about the tips in the perspective of the public transport system. Got it? Okay. There are many forms of public transport system available in my country. So when you are going to speak for your cue card, you have to understand what you are going to talk about. So what is about our content is what there are many forms of public transport system. You can either mug up these words or sentence, it is okay, because this is a common sentence you can use in most of your speaking. Okay, so you can say there are many forms of public transport available in my country. They are not available everywhere, it depends on where you live. Okay, so this sentence also, when it comes to any kind of public transport system, you can use it. Okay, so you can speak literally well with these 2 sentences. Got it? The most common forms of are buses. So here what they are talking about, buses. Okay, I hope you can see the words clearly. common forms of buses which are available pretty much everywhere. You can use any kind of connectors over here. You can say it is very frequent, it is common, there are many stops, so you can anyway, but that are common, right? So here they have used pretty much, that means it is more frequent. Okay, so you can use this word as well. It is always about the vocabulary. When it comes to your vocabulary, it is they are going to give you marks for the rare words you speak. Rare in the sense that it is not like that something very hard you can't pronounce, not such kind of words. Any words which is having a common meaning and which is simple and which is not used everywhere, that's it. So you can practice in your speaking pretty much is a good example for that. Okay, and then trains. If it is then when it comes to train, which are not widely available as buses, but and they generally only connect to the bigger towns and cities. So what they are saying about these trains, even though they are not available like buses, but they really travel to long distances, but buses don't. Okay, so if you want to travel to a long distance, of course you can depend on your train. Okay, and taxis are most common places. Even in the sticks, they tend to pretty expensive and double in price at night time. So when it comes to the trains, these are kind of taxis, these are kind of quite expensive. We can use instead of pretty, quite expensive and double in price at night time. So this price value vary, depends on the time, which time you travel. Okay, time you prefer to travel. So you have to keep many things in mind. So I hope you understood what content is and what your vocabulary. See here, this is a vocabulary booster: frequency, dusk, network, and disjoint. You can use any words like what I said. It is quite expensive or pretty expensive. It is pretty much everywhere. Such kind of words are less commonly used. Okay, so what you have to understand, whatever words are less commonly used is better used in your IELTS speaking. And because if you are using some words like it is very common everywhere, because anyone can speak common, right? But when it comes to pretty, because this is a not that frequent word, or quiet, okay, this isn't even kind of people don't use it much, right? So you find some words like this, and it should be simple, and it should be easy to use. Okay, always keep in mind that. Okay, you cannot use any words that is very hard to speak or hard to pronounce, nothing like that. They are not expecting anything from you. So what you are going to do is that you always stick to your vocabulary. You find some vocabulary you are comfortable with, okay, where you can use it exponentially or not, you can use it less frequently in your speaking. Okay, so try to find some words vocabulary. So here we were talking about the public transport. Okay, so public transport is a common topic, and when it comes to any form of transport, you can use any method. And then suppose if you are going to use bus, you can use it is frequent everywhere, it is cheap or something like that, some common properties. Okay, and instead of cheap you can use inexpensive. You got it? If you use inexpensive, this is not commonly used word. Okay, so such kind of words you have to find it. And the third tip I would like to talk about is the grammar, because when you heard it grammar, you really think that, oh my god, it is very hard to learn, and nothing like that. You always have to understand what real grammar is. You do not have to use all the tenses. In my last video also I have said about the simple tenses. It is simple past or simple present, or you just have to use the perfect tense. So or always, in my opinion, I always go for the I always go for perfect tense, okay, because I believe perfect tense is the perfect for your speaking. Nothing else works wonders for you. So I believe you understood what a structure or content is, and what a vocabulary is, and what your grammar is, okay. So when it comes to any kind of any topic, divide it into any kind of quadrants, and make sure how you have put everything in sufficient, like you can put everything in sufficient quadrants. For example, content, and then you can use vocabulary, okay, and you can use grammar, okay, and then always your confidence matters, okay. That's it. This is the thing you have to practice, and I believe this is the best tip I could ever give you, because I could score a band 8 in speaking, and because that is not nothing impossible for you guys as well, because it doesn't matter whether you are a good speaker or whether you have a lot of vocabulary. It doesn't matter, okay. It's all about your skill or your understanding towards the topic. That's it. And if you can find really find these 3 aspects of your topic, the structure or content, vocabulary and grammar, if you could really use these things in your speaking, and then I am very damn sure that 8 to 9 is your band, okay, nothing less than that, okay. I can assure you that. And thanks for watching, and if you have any doubts or inquiries, just put in the comment section. And thanks for watching. See you in the next video.